Since 2011, the Cherokee Nation has experienced unprecedented success and growth under the leadership of Principal Chief Bill John Baker. His commitment to homes, health, and hope has never wavered. Along with Deputy Chief S. Joe Crittenden and a cabinet committed to bettering the lives of all Cherokees, Chief Baker's mantra has always been, find a way to say yes instead of saying no. Among the biggest milestones of the past 6 years is reorganizing the Housing Authority to begin building homes again. Since relaunch in 2012, more than 642 new homes have been built for Cherokee families in every corner of our 14-county jurisdiction. Chief Baker often says, without your health, you have nothing. That's why early in his administration, he made a plan to improve it for all Cherokees. In his first act as Principal Chief, he increased the dividend from Cherokee Nation businesses by 5% and specifically earmarked it for contract health services. And through a direct investment of casino profits, Cherokee Nation now has 4 new or expanded health centers in Stillwell, Salisaw, Oshaleta, and Jay. More improvements to our health system followed, including an online pharmacy, expanded Jack Brown Treatment Center, and a revolutionary treatment plan for hepatitis C in partnership with the CDC. But the signature achievement is, of course, the joint venture agreement with Indian Health Service. In 2014, the Cherokee Nation persuaded Congress to reopen the stagnant joint venture program. 3 years later, we broke ground on a 470,000 square foot outpatient facility in Tahlequah. When complete in 2019, the 4-story health center will serve more than 1 million patient visits per year and employ more than 800 people. Indian Health Service will provide almost $90 million annually for this endeavor. But hope is what will truly increase the quality of life across the Cherokee Nation. Hope took shape in 2013 as the innovative One Fire program and covers a lot of ground. It offers safety and support to survivors of domestic violence through education, housing, healthcare, and legal aid. Hope also means healthier families. Cherokee Nation now gives female employees 8 weeks of paid maternity leave after the birth of a child and paid leave for foster families who bring Indian children into their homes. Under Chief Baker's leadership, Cherokee Nation raised the minimum wage for tribal employees. Plus, elders living on a fixed income now have access to the Elders in Need program, which offers assistance with utility payments so they aren't forced to choose between groceries and a warm home. Cherokee Nation is stronger and more prosperous than ever, and it shows in the faces of our Cherokee students. The tribe's higher education investment increased from $8 million in 2011 to more than $14 million in 2017, a record investment in college scholarships. All eligible applicants who applied last year, almost 5,000 students, were awarded a Cherokee Nation scholarship. More money than ever is going to our schools from car tag revenues. Our public schools now receive more than $5 million annually from the sale of Cherokee Nation car tags. In 2015, Chief Baker's office negotiated the first-ever hunting and fishing compact between the state and a tribal government. Under the agreement, eligible Cherokee Nation citizens can exercise their treaty-protected right to hunt and fish statewide. And in the spirit of our ancestors, Chief Baker began a modern-day movement to be stewards of our environment. He appointed the first-ever cabinet-level position to oversee environmental issues. Sarah Hill was appointed the first-ever Cherokee Nation Secretary of Natural Resources. One of her first acts was successfully halting the disposal of radioactive waste near the Arkansas and Illinois rivers in Sequoyah County. The administration also formed the Cherokee Nation Fish and Wildlife Association, the first wildlife and environmental advocacy organization by a tribe. Most recently, the Cherokee Nation installed the first tribal solar charging canopy at the tribal complex in Tahlequah. Built to charge the tribe's electric car fleet, the canopy also supplies tribal offices with zero-emissions energy. Visitors to our tribal complex will also notice major improvements to the facility. A new second story added tribal offices, bringing more services under a single roof, and 2 modern courtrooms adds convenience for our tribal citizens. Even more improvements were made next door to the complex with the new Cherokee Nation Outpost and the state-of-the-art Cherokee Nation's Veterans Center and War Memorial. Preserving the culture and heritage of the Cherokee people is part of the Principal Chief's oath of office. To help fulfill that oath, Chief Baker pushed for the restoration of the most iconic and photographed building in the Cherokee Nation, our Cherokee National Capitol. The Cherokee Nation also acquired Sequoia's Cabin near Salisaw in 2016. The 200-acre site and former home of the inventor of the Cherokee syllabary was purchased by Cherokee Nation, renovated, and reopened to the public. Preserving and protecting Cherokee culture could not be done without promoting and advancing the Cherokee language. Under Chief Baker's leadership, Cherokee Nation has advanced its partnerships with Apple, Google, and Microsoft to make smart technology interface seamlessly with the Cherokee syllabary. Now anyone can text, tweet, or email in our traditional language. Creating new generations of Cherokee speakers, however, ensures we preserve the language. The newly creative, intensive Cherokee Master Apprentice program graduates fluent adult speakers, while the Cherokee Language Immersion School continues to produce young speakers. Approximately 100 students in kindergarten through 7th grade learn a complete educational curriculum exclusively in the Cherokee language. Just a few years ago, bison were reintroduced to the Cherokee Nation. Once on the verge of extinction, bison have made a comeback through careful management. A herd of 40 arrived in Delaware County from South Dakota 3 years ago. Today, more than 100 are thriving. And of course, we could never overlook our veterans, those who give so much and ask for so little in return. Supporting our veterans is a passion for Chief Baker and Deputy Chief Crittenden, a proud former Navy man himself. That's why they started the Cherokee Warrior Flight, to take our aging veterans to Washington, D.C. to visit the memorials built in their honor before it's too late. It's one of many ways we honor our servicemen and women. Cherokee Nation improves the lives of citizens when our businesses are successful. Cherokee Nation businesses, our corporate arm, provides services and employment across the globe and far beyond gaming. Our companies focus on work with the federal government and secured $1 billion in contracts for the first time ever last year. On the gaming front, we created new jobs through expansion in Catoosa, Roland, South Coffeyville, Ramona, and Grove. 35% of the income from our gaming and non-gaming businesses directly benefit Cherokee Nation services, and those businesses employ more than 6,000 people, about 80% of whom are Cherokee. Outside of our own companies, we've also lured good jobs to our area from companies like Macy's or Schwann's, from finance to manufacturing, from Tulsa to Stillwell, which create a more stable economy for all. And with more amenities and development coming to Cherokee Springs and Tahlequah, the future is bright for the entire area. When these businesses do well, so does the Cherokee Nation and the Cherokee people. Lastly, Chief Baker has tried harder than ever to connect you, the Cherokee people, employees, spouses, neighbors, and loved ones with one another by opening your eyes to the world that's always been around you but has often been overlooked. It's been an honor for me, Jennifer Lauren, to bring you the stories of our people through OCO Voices of the Cherokee People.
Our prosperity and accomplishments are blessings we should never take for granted. Improving the lives of the Cherokee people is as important today as it was the first day I took office. As Cherokees, nothing is more important for us than family and knowing we come from one fire. Together, our strength is unwavering. Wado.